Yeah, we're getting that consistency factor still, and that was a really good win on the road against the Kings. The team was up, and we know Townsville are playing some great basketball at the moment. They're really one of the informed teams, even though they're down on the bottom of the ladder, but they're playing very confidently, and we know it's going to be a good test for us.
Do you feel like teams, I suppose, when you're top of the ladder and obviously going as well as you guys are, that teams obviously get a bit more motivated to try and knock you off? Yeah,
especially in coming into this arena, there's a 11,000 crowd watching, and the motivation's up there. So what we have to develop now is that mental toughness. It's ready to play anybody, anywhere, anytime, and once we get that consistency factor, it'll be a great lead into the playoffs.
Been hanging out with Ross Lyon. Anywhere, anytime.
Oh, no. Well, that's a part of mental toughness. You know, it's not taking your foot off the pedal, so to speak, and something that we're still got to develop.
You've got first place effectively sewn up. Does that allow
not
you to...
quite.
Oh,
but
well, just about there,
yeah.
3 to go. Like, does that allow you to play things any differently? Like try a few things or mix the minutes up or anything like that, or do you treat it the same, just trying to win every game?
Well, first off, we treat it the same. We want to get that consistency factor. The last couple of weeks we've probably played 3 quarters. We've kind of lapsed in 1 quarter, so we have to play a good standard for 40 minutes, and that's probably the #1 goal. And look, we want to get top spot, and if we win this weekend, we guarantee that top spot. And until it's done, coaches always say there's always a chance. So, you know, it's going to be a good battle Friday night.
You must have been thrilled with what you got from Matty on the weekend and hoping for more of that same sort of progress.
Yeah, really good. Matt was come up big, and you know his fitness levels are fantastic, even though he hasn't practiced with us for that period of time that he was out. So really happy about that, and he's getting his touch back. He got a couple of fumbles early and tried to go too fast, but the more games, he's going to be better for the more games under his belt.
It's a fairly obvious question, I suppose, but how much of a difference does he make? Like, we've seen some of your down periods coincide with him being out. How important is he for the playoffs potentially?
Well, look, he's one of the building blocks of our team. Without question, he's a foundation of the interior, and the guys have been doing a great job with Tommy. Jesse and Sean have been doing a great job covering him, but now that he's getting back, and we want to get in the ball at the right spots and get our team ready to play with him, but he's a big part of our championship push.
We saw, obviously, Damo had a rest from training yesterday. Is that something that you'll do with other players? And kind of following off Blake's question, you won't do that with any games, will you rest players at all?
Not at this stage. Yeah, Damo's just making sure he's healthy at the back end of the season. He's had a high workload, and especially his minutes are up this year compared to last year, and we want to make sure he's healthy at the right time of the year. So we had a chance to rest him up yesterday, and you know, we'll hopefully do that with a couple of other players leading into the playoffs. And
game-wise, would any of them sit out the last couple of games?
No, they'll still play. Yep.
So you kind of can't afford to, I suppose, tinker with form?
No, you want to go into a good, hard games underneath your belt. You want to go in with a good confidence, and I think when players sit out of the games, sometimes it takes a while to get back in, and we certainly don't want to do that to our guys unless injury is there and we've got to rest them.
Trev, Nick Marvin said that maybe James Ennis has basically no chance to return to the Wildcats next season. Are you sort of savouring every minute you've got with him from here on out?
Oh, I think we have since the start of the year. You know, James is a big part of us, and he's doing everything right to play the right way in the team. He's unselfish. He didn't shoot well last weekend, but he does other facets of the game that helped us. And you know, we'll get this year done first, and then we'll talk about next year. But he's certainly a talent, and he's a great teammate.
What about Jermaine Beale? Is there what are the chances of holding on to him?
Yeah, look, Jermaine's been fantastic too. He's really got better and better as the season's gone on. So they're 2 great guys, great basketball players. So look, we'll try to keep both, but we're realistic as well that James will be most likely NBA bound. And if Jermaine's looking to come back, we certainly want to entertain that.